Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'm going to be discussing about 3 mistakes that I made when I first started and that you should avoid making at all, because these are some of the mistakes that I feel like I regret making, and if I can go back to the past, I'd probably just change these. I would definitely. So these are going to be some of the 3 things that I learned throughout years of producing and being in the business, and just making a lot of music and just trial and error, all that kind of stuff. And if you guys find value in this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up at any point of this video. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get into this one. Alright, so the number one mistake that I think I made, that was like the number one thing, was thinking in short term versus thinking long term. So what I did was I started to think in the short term. So I was having this kind of like problem with my sound. So what happened was like I made a ton of music that I was making was like super out of the place. Like it wasn't a specific sound. I was like someday I was making rock music. The other day I was making like a simple like lo-fi beat, and then I was making like a pop beat. Like it was all over the place. And what had happened, it's like because I was thinking in like terms of ups and downs and all the trends that were happening at the same time. So I was listening to a ton of music and all the trends that I wanted to like capture all those trends, and probably just wanted my music to have all these sounds, which was kind of like making my sound really it's super weird. It wasn't really good at all, and it didn't really give me any sort of like profit or whatever, because I ended up making really terrible music. And it was like a mix and match, and like super like mixing of all those genres, and it was quite like a short-term thinking. It's like not really long-term thinking. So what I would probably do right now if I was starting out is I would pick a sound and then just go completely hard on that one. So like one sound, I pick one sound, pick one style. So maybe it's like a trap beat style or a drill style, or maybe like a indie rock style. Anything, any type beat style I can right now just like pick it up and just go super hard on that one style and that one little sound. So maybe if it's like a Memphis sound, some of you guys are making Memphis sound, southern rap sound. If I just could go back and just like pick one, I would probably just pick something that's going to be fruitful to me. So I just happened to like 2-3 years later, like I happened to pick something and like okay, this is gonna be my sound, like this is gonna be the music that I'm gonna be making, and I put all my effort into that. And a lot of people actually don't do that, which is like they're actually putting themselves in a position where they're really just not getting benefit from just like just like picking one thing and sticking and seeing where it takes you, man. Like most people, I think they're not really doing that. Their sounds like everywhere, which is actually it's not good at all. All right, so the next thing is going to be just being very procrastinative, like just procrastinating quite a lot. So this is something that I did. I was procrastinating quite a lot, and I feel like I still do, but like when I was really procrastinating, I was like super down bad and procrastinating all the time. Like my one beat would probably take like a couple of days to make, and I wouldn't even like finish half of my projects. Is like that's like super important thing, because like you gotta like finish projects. You gotta like stop procrastinating and say, okay, I'll just save this and go outside and like come back later and finish this. No, like you gotta finish in one sitting, because like that's just makes it like the idea is not gonna be there when you come back, and the flow is not gonna be there, because like I feel like there's like 2 states we are in. So we are in like one state, we are in the state of flow, which is our like peak state, and there's another state which is like the passive state, in which we're not in flow, in which we are kind of like not experiencing that kind of creativity. So like procrastination, what it does is like it kills your creativity. Essentially, that's what it does. At least that's what it did for me. And I feel like once I stopped procrastinating so much, it just got a lot better for me. Like okay, that game can wait. Like video games can wait, your friends can wait for like an hour or so. Like you can go out sometimes else. If you're in a flow, you should probably just like start to remain in that flow, because the flows that really don't really come as like they have their like own system. Like once you kind of get into the flow, it's like it's not really wise to break that flow. That's all I can say. So procrastination is something that I would probably change, and if I'm starting out. All right, so the last thing, number 3 thing that I would probably would have changed if I was starting out right now would be, just waiting for creativity to come, waiting for that creative mind to come to actually start, working on music. Because like what happens is like most of the time we're not going to be creative in the outside of studio. And sometimes we're like, okay, sometimes we do get that kind of creativity, and we come back to the studio and we're like chilling in our home, and when we just get that kind of creative mind or something that triggers in our mind and say, okay, you got to make music right now. So we come to the studio and start making music. But like 90% of the time, that's not going to happen. So in order to like finish projects, in order to really work, I feel like this is something that we all should do, is we should probably like not wait for creativity to come, and then just just sitting down in front of the computer, sitting down in front of the piano, and then just start jamming. So start doing something that's going to invoke that productivity, invoke that kind of creativity inside of you. Because like that's just going to be something that we can control, because we cannot control the creativity, we cannot control the state of flow. We can only control what our actions are going to be. So our actions, if they don't even match the desired state, we're probably never going to achieve that desired state, the complete desired state outside of that environment, right? So one of my tips would be to just like, if you're not getting that kind of creative flow, if you're not feeling like making music anymore, just go ahead and sit in front of the computer and open the DAW, man. Like just open the software, open FL Studio or Ableton, whatever you're using. All right, and then just start listening to some of those older projects that you may have, like load up a weird VST that you ever like got from some weird free VST that you got and like never really used. Just open it up and like start looking at its presets and what it does. It could be an effect, could be like a EQ, like a weird EQ, right? Could be a flanger, RC20, anything of these kind of things, and then just putting them into a loop or whatever. Like also like start playing loops. There are like tons of loops, and like Lukrembo, a website known as Lukrembo. I always go to that website. That's like super cool website. I love that because it gives so much creativity to me, even when I'm like not feeling creative. When I go to Lukrembo, I feel like it's sort of like it has all those like people who are posting their loops. It just, when you listen to one of these loops and you're like, okay, cool, this got me flowing, right? So that's just I would say that's just you can do. Even if you're like not in the flow, not in the creative state, you can still open the DAW and still work, man. Like still start doing it. And once you hit that peak state, just keep doing it. Do not stop and finish the project, and finish as many projects as possible. That's gonna be the thing, man. That's gonna make you 10 times better. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this video, and I hope you found value in this one. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. That means a lot to me. And also, if you haven't hit the bell notification, go ahead and do that right now. Hit the subscribe button as well. And if you want to make if you want any other topics covered by me, if you want me to cover any sort of the things that you want, go ahead and let me know in the comments whatever you want. And if I like, I'll probably make a video about that, right? So just go ahead and let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Take care.